It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbin.
Oh, and now some space to operate. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here's Dobbins.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 104 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They go play action now. Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
There he goes, left side. 30, 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Rashard Higgins. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield, to be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A give. This is Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Charles, looking back to week 2 in the NFL, boy, some quarterback injuries all over the place. Tua for Miami goes down. Indianapolis' Carson Wentz. Tyrod Taylor in Houston. Andy Dalton for the Bears all leave their games with injuries. Even Baker Mayfield had to play through one. Of all of those guys and in all those injury situations, which one are you keeping your eye on most?
Well, can I use 2? In fact, I'm going to use 2. Thanks for the permission. I appreciate that. Indianapolis, Carson Wentz going down, Jacob Eason having to take over. From what I hear, a significant rolled ankle, which probably means he'll miss multiple games. And if that's the case, Jacob Eason has to take over, and the Colts lean even harder on their run game. Man, how about Miami with Tua? Tua going down, Jacoby Brissett coming in. It's a rib injury. Can he go the very next week against the Raiders? If not, Brissett has experience in doing that, and Miami will need the win on the road. As far as Chicago and Andy Dalton, I think they were ready to make the move to Justin Fields pretty soon anyway. Baker Mayfield's a tough guy, and I really hate it for Tyrod Taylor. Although Davis Mills was drafted to be their future quarterback, Tyrod Taylor's had to play through different things like this before. Never has he had great luck.
First down, Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Move.
Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one through the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. Second down, here's Chubb again.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
We got this.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Jackson.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a second down and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now it's Stafford. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Malik Harrison on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 29 yards. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by David Long. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to
try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They're going for it with Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play action. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And just shutting him off there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a throw here, hauled in. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 44 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
The game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
All day.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gutton, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go set for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Well, Charles, switching gears here, through 2 weeks of the NFL season, only 7 unbeaten teams remain, only 2 in the AFC. If you look at the full list, in the AFC, it's Denver and Las Vegas. Over on the other side, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Arizona, the LA Rams, and San Francisco in the NFC. Of that crew, anybody really jump out at you?
Absolutely, it's Las Vegas. And Denver, obviously, undefeated as well. Very impressive. But they beat the Giants in Jacksonville. Las Vegas beat Baltimore at home and went on the road and beat Pittsburgh. That's really impressive. And then the NFC side, how about Arizona? Another big win this week. Kyler Murray keeps getting better and better at quarterback and beat Minnesota at home, getting off to a 2-0 start in the NFC West. That's absolutely huge.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53, ready. 32.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Young able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
On third down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he's taken down inside the 30.
17 more yards. That's another Rams.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Michelle going to try again. So they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
They've got his man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chuck. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up
with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. That'll bring up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. Go, Mike 40, Mike 40. Go. Go. Mike 40. Yellow. Watch screen. Watch screen.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. 15. Get that ball. Mine 40.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
3rd down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
KC on the next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch left, watch left.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that will tie our game here in the third.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for Sammy Watkins, we saw plays like this from time to time in his Kansas City days, and he's still making them here with his new team, the Ravens.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And going deep for Hill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Odafe Owe gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down. Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 11 now.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. That one complete to Hill. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Attack, attack. Voice on the ball.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards.